been a hung up call right back. Like, hey.
If you think I'm gonna answer that phone, it was pre-recorded, dummy.
Well, welcome, everybody, to the newest, greatest, hypest, wonderful list and most interesting show that we have for you today on this wonderful May 18th.
You gotta check the date.
almost forgot for a second. May 18th. But yes. Wealth for generations in the his house. Planting seeds for our seeds is what we do. But let's get into some introductions.
Oh no.
We're gonna get into some introductions. We got the engineer of all engineers back, holding it down with his pinky finger because he's a giant. What? You was not here last weekend, cuz. You was not here. You need to be talking into your microphone. Maybe not right now.
Jimmy said, "Yes, I'm here."
You need to do a little faster.
Thank
the
you.
engineer of all engineers, he took a little break. He had to.
He went to an event.
What did he do?
It was awesome.
Oh yeah, he went to go get some sneakers and stuff. Where's my sneakers?
With them Valley Boys.
Where my sneakers?
Hey,
at?
I seen them reels. Go ahead, Jimmy. I'm proud of you.
But no, where my sneakers at?
Forget the shoes. I'm looking at the
I bet you was. He was over there drooling and stuff, probably.
What?
You better not say that too loud. You talking?
He was over there looking like I bet you he was over there looking like an anime cartoon, just nose bleeding. Girl walked by in a bikini.
Y'all know who Johnny Manziel is?
Johnny Manziel, yeah, the football player,
Yeah, he was there.
the ex-football player.
Oh snap, he was there. Did you get?
I didn't know who he was.
You should have just did like this to him.
I didn't know. I thought, why is everybody going like this?
Yeah, bro, that was Johnny.
Trinidad James?
Huh?
You know Trinidad James?
Yeah.
Trinidad James?
James.
Yeah, he was there too.
He was there. I didn't know. Who
Dang.
Yeah, he don't really look like a celebrity though. Just
he
saying.
don't. Trinidad look like just a regular. Look,
Like,
I mean, everybody's a regular person. It's just.
He got that big afro. He has a big afro now.
No.
Oh, I like your hair. I used to have mine like that, and I cut it off. And I walked away, and everybody looked at me.
That was it. Well, sir, thank you for coming back, returning, and holding this down for us.
Yes. Thank you.
We had the king back, trying to regain the title. So y'all gonna have to.
It's my natural boy.
Hey, he might be watching, bro.
I don't give a damn.
He might be watching. But anyways, good to
Come
have you back, sir.
Dip.
I want my sneakers. But let's get into our next introduction of the day. We've got the unstoppable object, the juggernaut, Mr. Frank the Tank.
What's up?
How you doing today, sir?
Man, blessed as always. Blessed. But man, feeling great. Feeling good, feeling great. So, say what?
You were supposed to say that when I was putting you on blast.
How
How you gonna interrupt Frank's moment? You had your moment, man.
You
I gave
was
you
there,
an extended
bro.
moment too.
He already graduated. This is my first
Hey,
time.
congratulations to Jimmy. He's graduating.
Congratulations to Jimmy. Jimmy's gonna be walking this
23rd, 7:30. I don't know where it's at though,
Yeah,
because I tell everybody to pull up.
If you ain't gonna be
PV at the school.
at least
See that? Their school's so big they don't have to go rent out another place.
Right? So hit up PV.
Yeah, because it's in Paradise Valley. Anybody that watching this, man, just want to come support Jimmy?
Yeah.
Come on out,
Or at least hit up his social media, and give him a congratulations.
Yeah, we'll even have him put his Cash App number on there.
Yeah. All you generous people, generous.
Graduation, at least $1
out there.
Give him $1, get him moving.
Right.
Can't give him too much because then they're gonna think you get it all the time. It's just $1. This is for you to just start your journey. Here's your $1.
Right. But last but not least, this is a big one right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of y'all really realize I have not had one single musical artist on my show yet. Not one. Well, I think I might have had a producer. Yeah, I had my boy LB. Sorry, he's a producer. We didn't have him on necessarily for the artistry, but sorry, I'm just really trying to catch myself. I did have LB on. My bad. So this is the second musical artist I've had. LB is my boy though. Shout out LB. But without any further ado, I would love to announce
You got some spirits back there, bro.
Bro, y'all did y'all see that? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Did y'all see that?
Yo, that whole curtain moved out like somebody moved from behind the curtain. No
Bro.
lie. I said, bro, you got some spirits
Bro.
coming out, bro.
I'm about to leave.
I'm sorry, but anyways, let's give a really, really big round of applause for the international music sensation, Mr. Moabi Kotu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pow, pow, pow.
Yes, sir. How we doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, man.
No
Appreciate
problem. Appreciate you being able to make some time for us today and come down and hang out with Wealth for Generations.
For sure.
But yeah, that was interesting over there.
Yeah.
But anyways, did you see it? Did you see the curtain?
No,
No?
I'm
Okay.
glad I didn't.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Moabi might have been like, hey, bro, this
I
show,
need to
bro.
dip.
Hey, we gonna have to reschedule this.
I had
Hey,
something
can we
I
do
had
a
to
field event?
But all right, let's get into the show. Let's get into the first segment of the show, one of my very favorites, and we're winning over Jimmy slowly. He might actually like this insert today. Let's see what the ladies from Elevated Souls have for us today for the Health is Wealth segment. Health is Wealth is brought to you by Elevated Souls by Health is Wealth is brought to you by Elevated Souls, Christina Rose and Jessica Marrero. They say that we are here to elevate your soul. You can reach them at 480-269-2649, or you can reach them on IG at ELIVE, the number 8D_SOULS. And I recommend following them on IG so then you can figure out where they popping up next and you can grab your sea moss, your juice, and what have you. Oh, just real quick, just to put them on blast. Yeah, she made this for me. It's pretty cool, huh?
Nice.
So they got jewelry as well, handmade jewelry. She made this bracelet for me as well. This one she just made 2 nights ago, actually. So yeah, a little plug for them real quick. But let's see what they have for us today. They got it's for a show of hands. I'm sure you guys might all be familiar with this one. Who's familiar with music?
We always have to say we do not own rights to any.
Yes, we do not own any rights to any music or anything like that. But today we have what are the benefits of music? So let's get into it real quick.
Dancing, gyrating, and all that.
Dancing. Watch you get down.
We don't
watch you get
own
down.
we don't own any rights.
I can do them.
Ba-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
All right. All right, folks. All right, folks. Gather around for a dose of musical medicine that'll have you tapping your toes and laughing your troubles away. We're diving into the hilarious world of health benefits of jamming out to your favorite tunes. So these are a couple of things that help when you're jamming out. Stress Booster Supreme. Say goodbye to stress and anxiety, folks. Music's here to kick cortisol to the curb and leave you feeling zen AF. Because who needs stress when you can have a symphony of serenity? And then we have a mood makeover. Need a pick-me-up? Cue the tunes. Music's like a shot of dopamine straight to the brain. No prescription needed. It's mood elevation with a side of smooth beats. Brain power boost. Who needs brain games when you've got beats? Music's your secret weapon for acing exams and slaying deadlines. Einstein had the theories. We've got our playlist. And then there's pain. Psh, what pain? Surgery recovery or chronic pain got you down? Crank up the jams and watch those pain levels plummet. Because nothing says healing like a daily dose of rock and roll. Snoozeville, here we come. Can't catch those Z's? Fear not. Let soothing melodies serenade you into dreamland for the best sleep of your life. Because who needs sheep when you can count the beats? Oh, we're going to have a battle, Frank. Who needs sheep when they can count beats? But it could have been a rhyme. It's going to be.
That shit was ass.
Hey man, I'm better with the pen. Okay, I'm better with the pen. Anyways, immunity supercharged. Move over, vitamin C. Music's in town. Boost those immune cells and keep those
We
pesky
didn't
bugs
like
at
this
bay.
music.
It's like a musical shield against the sniffles.
You get the sniffles with that one.
Hopefully, it ain't Elijah's music. We all do.
Exercise,
kidding.
no sweat. Need a workout, buddy? Let music be your hype man, pumping you up and pushing you to beast mode because squats are so much better when you've got a soundtrack. Emotion express, feeling all of the feels. Let music be your therapist, helping you ride the emotional roller coaster like a pro. It's cheaper than therapy and comes with a killer beat. This is one of my favorites. Party time. Excellent. Music's not just for solo dance parties, folks. Share the love and bond with your crew over killer playlists because the only thing better than a good song is sharing it with the squidard. Gang, 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 gang. Right?
You remind me of a dad who's trying too hard.
He looked like
Party
he just jumped back
time.
into Wayne's World.
Hey man, it's
She
all...
will be mine. Stupid ass.
Hey man, hey, y'all just let me know I'm accomplishing my goal. So I'm gonna keep it on a roll. Heart happy hour, low blood pressure, check. Happy heart, check. All thanks to the power of catchy tunes, because who needs a gym when you've got a dance floor boogie oogie? Brain blast, creativity on lockdown. Crank up the creativity dial with some sweet melodies and watch those ideas flow. Why? Because why settle for a light bulb moment when you can have a whole symphony? Memory marvel. Forget where you left your keys. Let music jog your memory and have you recalling facts like a boss. But I didn't put the box out. I had that whole setup in my head too, because I was about to be like a boss. Boss ambitions, but I forgot the box. My bad. Next time, boss ambitions, I got you. But anyways, on to the where was I? Because who needs a GPS when you've got killer soundtracks? So there you have it, folks. Music's not just for the ears, it's a full body, mind-blowing experience that'll have you feeling like a rock star in no time. So tune in, turn it up, and let the good times roll. So
Rolling.
after all that, hey man, don't be. You don't. It's not cool to you because you ain't a dad. All the dads out there are laughing.
I don't know that. The way I've been moving, I might be a daddy.
With all these moments, pinpoint or highlighted points here, is there anything that you guys can think about that you've used music for, connecting to these highlight points here? Like any mood boosters in the past?
Every single one.
Or
I get if I'm feeling sad and I feel like I need to cry, I listen to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain songs.
Whoa.
Like we get a little too deep here. Like,
there's a
man.
group.
Truthfully, because the thing, especially about, like, you know what I'm saying, dudes don't really, most guys don't like showing their emotions. So like sometimes I like, if I'm like, you know what I'm saying, chilling, if I feel like I need to get it out, I'll listen to music. There's certain music I listen to.
I love you, bro.
Man, like back home there was this group. I don't know if you guys know the group. It's called Slipknot. It's
Yeah.
a
You are
rock.
familiar with them?
Yeah, and
Slipknot.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said sleep at first.
Yeah.
I thought you said
Slipknot.
Yeah, Slipknot.
Oh yeah, Slipknot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the boy was listening to Slipknot and he took a sword the following day after listening to that thing and just butchered some of his classmates.
Oh,
Holy cow.
How the hell you get the sword?
that was not where I thought that was
So
going.
yeah, personally I use music for sleep. Definitely. I like that
To uplift.
train, type vibe.
Vibrations.
Yeah.
When I'm in love, I play some love
Oh, yeah.
songs.
For sure.
That's kinda
How come no matter your mood, right? One thing about music, like let's say you get pissed off at something, right? And you get in the car and drive, and it's like sometimes the very song that comes on goes right along with your mood. Or sometimes it could be opposite, like, why you mad for? Why you mad? Like, and you're like,
turn it off. I
like, what the fuck? I want to be mad. And then all of a sudden,
Be mad.
like, the next song comes on and you're like, damn, like, I have no reason to. Or when you're, like Jimmy said, when he's feeling that love song or whatever, he's feeling emotional, you get in the car and you like, man, why the radio feel like it just knows my exact mood right now?
What is that one song? Oh,
I
this
think
song.
I think one of the worst and best is when you're like in a negative situation and a negative song comes on, but you like the negative song so much that it puts you in a positive mood.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
it
it's
is.
like you're so mad and stuff, and then the
But
perfect
damn, that's a good
songs-
song.
Yeah, for real. You're like, oh, this song just makes me so angry,
Yeah.
angrier. But goddamn, this song is
when
just
you
done
mad, like
so
somebody
well. It's like,
somebody gotta pay you your money, then Rihanna comes
Bitch
on.
better have my money.
right? Freaking
Shot,
ODB
shot,
comes
shot,
on.
shot, shot. You
Man.
mad that you want your money, but the song feels so
It be,
good.
it be,
Yeah.
I'm opposite. I'm opposite though. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm playing basketball and feeling competitive, I listen to like 80s R&B. Like, I don't listen
What?
like
So
that.
you want to calm down?
I'm so like, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean?
Like, all right, I'm about to go dunk on this fool. Can you meet me in the bedroom?
Yeah,
Wow. Contrast.
what is that one song?
Since you came in.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm opposite though. Like, if I wanna calm down and chill, I was trying to chill last night, and I was trying to wind down. So I turned on "Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar.
That's your wind
And
down
and
song.
I'm so backwards.
You're like, I didn't even get all the way through the song. I was knocked out, man. I was asleep by the second verse.
Man, I ain't gonna lie
I
to
went
you.
to sleep to it.
But there's certain like Whitney Houston. If I want to fall asleep, I listen to Whitney Houston. But soft Whitney.
Oh yeah, so because me some of
I
the
love
good,
Whitney.
I can't listen to good music when I want to sleep because I
Mhm.
just go into a creative analytic mood. Like I
Yeah.
start like studying what I'm listening because that's how I listen to music.
Mhm.
So I can't listen to music while if I want to sleep. I
Yeah.
need to listen to either just
Smooth
rain sound
jazz.
Yeah,
Or,
that's how I
or
am,
okay.
something. Yeah, you know.
Music,
Like that some stuff with no lyrics.
music also helps me clear my like anxiety. Like, I
Oh,
had my
yeah.
AirPod in the whole time when I was at that sneaker convention. I usually don't like being in like big crowds. I don't know what it is. I just don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes me
You're
uncomfortable.
afraid of stepping on somebody. It's all right. It's cool.
But
Superman has to deal with the same problems, bro.
But when I listen to music when I'm out like that, like, it completely like calms me down, and it boosts my confidence. Through the sky, I have to listen to music if I'm talking to a female. I have to. I'm not even gonna lie. It boosts my confidence. Like,
He's got that.
Man,
I don't know what it is. It's just I have
can't
to
even-
listen to music.
I can't even imagine if he's in the club. You know, you get those silent moments. Like, yeah, man, what's your name? Yeah. And then the music drops.
So,
Can I get your
damn.
number?
yeah.
Music just drops. You just catch him. Those are the
I'm gonna
those are
talk
the
my
worst,
shit,
man.
though.
No, but I think music is it just helps in all areas.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the vibrations. Especially like lately I've been getting into changing the hertz.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're like, say I know Jimmy watches a lot of YouTube videos, but when you go on there, you can actually change the hertz and how the frequency it comes out,
Mhm.
and it actually helps you in different chakras of our life and our vibrations. So a lot of different things. You can turn the hertz to a different frequency, and it definitely will change your mood.
Definitely.
It sounds weird, but it's
No,
there.
it's real. It's real. There's like the delta waves and stuff you
Yeah.
can listen to, alpha waves, white noise. There's all kinds of different things that, if you really, I would actually love to have a show where we can break it into that. I don't want to get too deep into it, but
Yeah.
vibrations are very, very big, and I think that's why music is so big
Yeah.
in our lives because of the vibrations.
Yep.
But a lot of people don't break it down to that level, though. You know what I mean?
just like reggae, man. Reggae, it's at a certain frequency, and
Yeah.
that frequency, scientifically proven that it has a feel good factor on
Yeah.
anybody. That's why reggae is such a universal, well known genre of music, and everybody's just always on some one love. You know,
Like you hear
type
the
of
reggae
vibe.
beat come on, it's just like your body just wants to, you just start swaying.
You know,
Mhm.
yeah. But we actually explored some of that. We had an album called the Therapy album. It's still stuck somewhere in a vault. But we intentionally made music to soothe the soul. You know, we use certain sounds, certain instruments, even our vocals. We're not aggressive when
Man,
you're
what do we got to
singing.
do to
It's
push you
like,
to get that
you know,
done? We need that in the world right now.
Yeah,
What we
Andre
gotta do?
3000 came out with one
Yeah.
last year. I don't know.
Yeah,
been-
yeah.
you know?
And I think Lil Jon did a meditation. I'm not sure if it's the same idea, but he did a meditation album. Not
DMX
long
did a
ago.
Christmas album.
And I think he's doing and I think he's like traveling around and like teaching mindfulness as well.
Oh wow.
Like and it's just crazy though too, because like I mean I'm sure I don't know if Jimmy fully remembers, but Lil Jon really out there teaching mindfulness and meditation. Like, yeah, that motherfucker. What? That guy? Crunk Juice? Like the most intense.
What my name is?
He was the most intense and energetic hip hop rap being of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like he'll give Busta Rhymes run for his money. If Busta
Get
Rhymes
crunk
was
with
such a
it.
big
Get
guy-
loose with it.
yeah, like
Oh,
and now he's out here like, okay, everybody.
Husa.
And it's funny too because he's got that like really deep voice. He's like, okay, everybody, so once you sit down and close your eyes, count backwards from 10,
Whoa.
9, 8. And it's like,
Let's
okay.
get ready.
But
What?
but yeah, so if you aren't using music in your daily life to help with your moods, your cortisol, your dopamine, all that jazzy stuff, man, you need to get it in there. Do your due diligence and get it incorporated into your lifestyle. Meow. But that's
Right,
going to
meow.
wrap it up for the Health is Wealth segment of the day. And we're going to roll right into the next one, and that is Asking the Masses. So today, or this week on Asking the Masses, I went to the socials of medias and I said, so many are caught up in rappers dissing each other right now. You know, like the whole Kendrick, Drake, all that stuff. But let's take a turn. What is your favorite genre of music besides rap and hip hop? So if you're not in that hippity hop rah rah stage, what do you like to listen to? And you guys already kind of got some instances. We mentioned some stuff just now, but what's like one of your go tos if it's not hip hop?
Yo, jazz, man.
Jazz?
I mean, I'm intrigued by the minds of jazz musicians,
Mhm.
and not only like do I like listening to them play, but I like to listen to them talk and the build up towards the creativity that they show on the stage and the expressions on their instruments. You know, it's jazz for me. It's a study as a whole. So
Mhm.
I feel like that's one of my go to music, and I go way back. Like I go as far as Oscar Peterson, as far as Dizzy Gillespie. I go as
Mhm.
far back as Miles.
Mhm.
Miles. Like I'm intrigued by Miles Davis'
Yeah.
Yeah.
mind, and just his life, his how music. Even at some point, he rehabilitated himself and weaned
Mhm.
himself off of drugs just off of music.
Mhm.
So I'm a jazz, head.
Awesome. Man, that makes me want to get back into some more
Yeah,
jazz.
jazz is.
Like I like jazz, but I just haven't really been in that mode lately. But you got something, Frank? Which one of you?
Oh man, like I would always like if you asked me, the first go to would be R&B.
R&B.
Yeah, it'd probably even before rap and hip hop.
So are we talking just in general, or are you talking like an era?
Oh man, I can do all eras of R&B.
Okay.
It like from your Lenny Williams to Johnny Gill, LSG,
Could you
like
what could you name
Luther,
your
Big
most-
Luther, Little Luther.
What's your
Big
most-
Luther was always the best though.
Yeah.
What's one of your most current ones that you like for all those people? Because I've been hearing it here and there. Like people are like, oh, R&B and soul is dead. It ain't dead, man. Y'all just ain't looking hard enough.
It's not dead.
Nah, it's just
scarce.
But like
It
the
ain't
way they
trendy
do,
as it is. They're not making it as trendy as it is. That's what it is.
But see, like
It's not as marketable.
you don't have
Black love ain't
true
marketable.
R&B right now. I mean, there are, but a lot of these artists are putting melodies with it instead of like these old actual singers, your RLs, your Next, your Genuines, when they used to serenade and they would physically, tell a story of how they got to that point versus, the melodies, the hooks, the things like that.
Like Usher.
Yeah, like when
Right.
Usher first came out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was like the first pop like R&B. of when I was growing up. Like, his first My Way CD
Yeah.
that was explicit.
I remember being blown away when I heard him with the little rappy rap.
Right.
On My Way. I was like, what? Did he
Yeah.
just rap? Like, and like it's for me, it's a double-edged sword. Like I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. But honestly, though, too, we gotta go. We gotta give credit to. I know a lot of people don't like bringing them up, giving them credit for stuff, but R. Kelly.
R. Kelly was a monster. I don't care what nobody
was.
says.
Oh,
When
no.
it comes to the music in the music world, like,
Beast.
so my only one thing about all that extra stuff is people gonna be people, right?
Yeah.
R. Kelly married Aaliyah, and that's what came Age Ain't Nothing But a Number when she was 13. And he did that in the early 90s.
Man.
And y'all wait till 2019, 20, 30 years later to come call this guy a monster? This guy was doing this with people.
No life.
But
that's why I felt so comfortable.
But what I'm saying is, though, but no one can deny the music and the feelings and the vibrations that man created in the music history.
Oh, no. Dude, I Believe I Can Fly.
Oh, yeah.
Like every graduation, every inspirational, every black excellence type of thing.
That was worldwide, international.
Yes, that storm is over. It's like when church people did T.D. Jakes remade that song with his choir. Lean on Me, Kirk Franklin.
Right.
Bro, and I was still a youngin' in Africa. Like literally, my cousin. Shout out to my big brother, my cousin Oditi. He's one of like the people that I look to when I grew up. He's my cousin, and he had this big dictionary, and on that dictionary he wrote R. Kelly on it, cause that's how much that dude
changed people's perspective of music. Oh, yeah. Like, you didn't think you could do it. That I Believe I Could Fly, bro. You was like, no, I can do this. Like, you know what I mean? But that's just like, no one ever says it, but Whitney Houston, her iconic song is still to this day the number one played, bought song ever.
What, Greatest Love of All?
Great, yeah.
Oh,
like there's no other one song internationally, worldwide, that has played more or been like used more than that song. Like when you can have somebody have that much effect in their creativity of creating music for the world, like those are just like, to me,
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Like we could go back to these artists that, you know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. When you say that, I grew up with parents that just were R&B, like old school. But then, like I was telling somebody the other day, it's like even from now to then, we sometimes look at Jimmy and the new kids, right? And they're all like, "Man, they be talking some nasty stuff," but they be playing it on the radio. When we grew up, you couldn't get the explicit lyrics that they say now. You had they had to be slick with the way they said it. But then you go back to listening to the music we was listening to.
Yeah, like a track. There's a song called "Ah la 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 la, ah la 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 la." It says, "Girl, I wanna make you sweat like you can't sweat no more. And if you cry, I'm gonna push it some more." Like, you think as an adult, like I was saying that stuff loud,
right?
Or
out loud.
Like I was saying, 2 Live Crew.
Right.
That's not a really good example.
But what I'm saying is, like, even when I was in like middle school,
but like Next,
and we were singing Next.
Yep.
Baby, when we're grinding, like what the fuck was I singing this to? At 6 years older,
when I was
6th grade.
The part that got me was when she says, "Oop, I feel you rising." Hold up, I didn't know that when I was 12. Hold up, I didn't care.
You know what I mean? SWV week, like when you know what they were singing about, like
rain.
Can we get kinky tonight?
Yeah.
I didn't understand English.
We do not own any rights.
Oh yeah, we don't own any rights to any music, songs, words, lyrics.
Sure, I don't want to get paused again.
Don't get muted
or muted.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, English is like my 10th language, and we could just get away with.
I'm just gonna slide over that, like, oh yeah.
No. So it's like, it was just music to us. But now with an understanding, it's like, yo, this stuff was crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
You know?
So Jimmy,
New
you got
edition.
I
Jim-
like
The
Tevin?
way Tevin Campbell.
Tevin? That's not Tevin? That is Tevin, ain't it?
No, that's high five.
High five. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's the one. That's one of them tracks.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, "That's Tevin, right?" Nope. So that's your input, Jimmy. Though you doing what, like early mid '90s R&B,
Or I like punk pop rock.
Yeah.
like
Some
some
of it
Avril
good.
Lavigne. I'm just a skater girl. He's just a skater boy, or something
I
like that.
like
Right?
Making my way down. Walking back.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to love me some No Doubt.
I like Paramore.
Oh yeah, some Gwen.
Some Gwen. Some Gwen.
Holla back, girl. I like
It's bananas.
I like Maroon 5 too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are
What's
little
that?
my
I
stuff.
can't
Maroon
remember.
5. Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my favorite one. That's my
Yeah.
favorite one.
So we have some people on the socials and medias that had some input. We had the king of the castle, Mr. Dip to the Lean. He said
70s rock, huh?
70s rock.
I knew it.
Yup, which kind of took me to it. I was
I
like,
knew it.
really?
Yeah, I know it.
I thought he was messing with me at first.
No, he wouldn't.
I was like,
when he's
okay.
like chilling at the house and like, I swear to God, it's random. Like he don't listen to music all the time, but like when he does, I'm like, where the heck is this song?
Like, how
He
come-
probably put some Jimi Hendrix and
Nah, that's what I was. Actually, I started messing with him, and the first thing that threw me off is I was off by a decade, and he corrected me like that. Because when he said it, it made me think of I don't know if y'all seen the lip sync battles with LL Cool J and stuff. But
Yeah.
when Snoop did his, when he said 70s rock, I don't know why I just pictured like Dip in Snoop's outfit, like with the guitar. I was like, that should be funny. So I said that. He's like, nah, bro, wrong decade. I was like, oh, my bad. My bad. He's like, I'm in the what do you say, like Pink Floyd, and he named something else. Pink Floyd, Elton John, Queen.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
I was like,
I like Queen.
okay,
I
that's
like Queen.
classic
And
album,
I do like.
but
I know
I
one
would have never
Elton John
guessed.
song. I still.
I got to see Elton John.
Yeah,
his
Elton
last
John. Oh,
performance
you
out
seen him
here.
perform?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was working it, and I got to see his last tour when he was at Chase. I was working it, and I got to see him perform the last two songs because I was in like an
Wow.
overflow area, and they're like, "All right, you're cut." So I was like, "I'm cut. Shit, I'm about to go watch the last of this Elton John show." I picked up the shift, and I didn't even know it was Elton John.
Speaking of concerts, real quick. Also, there is a concert coming out here. I'm trying to go see. First of all, Martin Lawrence has a comedy show out here coming up. And I want to watch that. And Jeremiah. I don't know if you know who that is. You know
yeah,
Jeremiah?
he was with 50 when he came out here the other in March.
I think there's another one coming up. I think it's later in this year. I can't remember if it was him or somebody else, but somebody has a show coming up in August.
Mm.
So I had my
Russ is
homie,
coming next month. I wish I
I
would
would
have.
like to go see him. I haven't been to a concert in a minute though. But
I've never been to one.
I
Actually, I
got
think
to
the
go to
last
that.
concert I went to was Moabi's,
This
actually.
Huh?
I said the last concert I went to was yours.
Oh, yeah,
Actually.
you went to my concert at the ASU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to go see my very first concert was supposed to be Lil Wayne in St. Louis, but he skipped the you know what I mean? Because the hotel threatened to call the police on him because they smoked weed in his hotel room.
Haters.
So he was like, I gotta go.
Well, we got shout out to my
St.
boy
Louis.
Indy. He said house. He likes listening to house music. Got my boy Arson. I'm guessing rock. I'm not sure what kind of rock, but he just threw up one of these guys. Maybe some heavy metal. Sorry, excuse me. We got R&B. We had actually surprisingly, but not surprisingly, we had a couple of people come in with the R&B. We had Miss Kathleen. She said oldies, 50s, and 60s.
I do.
Okay.
I like
We had
Elvis.
Harry Boyd. He said lo-fi. Yeah, I like 50s and 60s too, man. Like, I don't. If you guys have been following along, you probably heard me mention it before. I grew up West Phoenix, bunch of essays and Mexicans and stuff like that. So, lowrider oldies was very apparent in my younger life. So I know about people.
Yeah,
But I
do.
like Etta
Brenton
James,
Woods,
I like the
Fleetwood Mac, stuff like that.
Elvis. I like
War.
War.
What's his name?
I got to see them in concert
Ray
when they were
Charles. I
here.
like Ray Charles.
What is it good for?
Absolutely
nothing.
I like what's it? You just said his name earlier. Lenny something.
Lenny Williams.
Lenny Kravitz.
I like Lenny
Lenny Williams.
I like
Can't nobody cry for a woman like Lenny Williams did, boy. I'm just saying.
How far back is Chic?
Chic?
Yeah,
What's that?
I'm not sure if I know
Nile,
that one.
not like Nile Rodgers era.
I think that was Chic was what early 80s, late
80s.
70s.
all right, the oldest song I have on my playlist is from what's his name? You know who Harry James is?
Harry James? I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I know that guy.
You can't play it though.
I'm
You
not
will
gonna
get muted.
Don't play nothing.
1909.
Yeah.
1909.
Woohoo.
Harry
That's
James.
the oldest.
That's the one where she's like, yo, just.
That's the one where she's like, yeah, eat my pussy, I'm gonna suck
No,
your
that's
dick.
gotta, that's
I'm like,
gotta be later than that.
I heard that. I was like, damn. Hold on. Starting from the beginning. I was like, she was going in.
I like my music tastes all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I like Nickelback. I like
His arms wide open. No, that's Creed, ain't it? Is that Creed or is that Nickelback? That's Creed, isn't it?
That's Creed.
With arms wide open.
no Nickelback.
No, that was that's Creed.
That's Creed.
I can't man. Poor man still in. That's my stuff right there. You know that song?
That messed up chorus, yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah,
You know that song?
I don't remember that part. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for Asking the Masses today.
Hey.
And we're gonna get into the next segment. We're getting into the meat and potatoes up in here. The meat and potatoes are getting to the main course, which is the wealthy wisdom. We're gonna give you guys an official, real deal. Hopefully, it's approved introduction to Mr. Moabi right now, and then we're gonna get into the wealthy wisdom. So, everybody, I would love to let you meet Mr. Moabi Kotu, the musical maestro hailing from the heart of South Africa with roots in Mahiken Mafiken.
Hey, we had that conversation.
I'm your generation, so I wanted to make sure I do it right.
Mafiken, yeah, you can say Mafiken. Yeah.
And a soul nurtured in Soweto. Picture a blend of African rhythms, jazz vibes, and a sprinkle of neo soul, all wrapped in one dynamic artist. His music isn't just a sound; it's a celebration of life and love, blending traditional African beats with the smoothness of contemporary R&B. Now, here's the kicker. This musical genius isn't just confined in South African soil. Nope. He set up camp in the blazing heat of Phoenix, Arizona, which is how we got him to come in today and spend some time with us, bringing a slice of African culture to the American desert. And get this, folks, he's all about Ubuntu. That's the African way of coming together to tackle life's challenges. From the streets of Mafinke to the stages of Phoenix, Moabi Kotu's music isn't just a sound, it's a journey through the rich tapestry of African culture. So get ready to groove because his lyrics are all about celebrating the highs, navigating through the lows, and embracing the beauty of life and love. So Moabi Kotu bringing the rhythm of Africa to the heart of America. Let's give a round of applause.
That was dope. Oh my God.
Hey, he said, man, you brought me in like I'm about to get on stage right now. Like, shit. I gotta rethink my stuff right now.
I know, right?
Man, I love some
Hope you
Afro
guys are
beats.
ready for this surprise performance.
Hey, man. I'm always ready. Me.
But yes. So I would love to officially introduce you guys to my guest. Yes, this is Moabi.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into some.
You've done quite a bit of shows, ain't you?
Yeah, no.
And on YouTube, right?
I've done a lot.
When I first got here, I kept looking at you like
I seen him
I think I've watched you on some YouTube videos because I watch a lot of the Afro beats and I seen that up there earlier. But I'm saying like on my own time, like I listen to the Afro beats and I like the y'all do a lot of performances, but like I'm very interested in the kids dancing. Like they portray like a spirit that becomes in them when they dance to the music. Like, and that's just intriguing to me. Like that's just I don't know, something that lately has been something that's been so intriguing. But I feel like I've watched you on some of those like performances because I watch a lot of Jamaican and Afrobeat performances.
So yeah, you might have, cause my latest video I actually shot it in Nairobi, Kenya. I was blessed to go to Kenya February this year, and
Congratulations.
got there and put together the kids and the dancers and the people like out there. It was super dope, and dance and our sound goes together.
Yeah.
You cannot separate African music from dance, because even like in the Zulu nation, I don't know if you guys have seen like when they strike the ground, like when
Yeah.
dancing
Mhm.
and there's dust coming off the ground.
Yeah.
It's like that is a way of communicating with the ones that are under the ground, which is
Mhm.
our
Mm.
ancestors.
Mhm.
So when we hit the ground and bring up that dust, and while we're singing and chanting, it's a communication, it's a spiritual
Yeah.
communication between us who are here and the ones within. We saying Sebavusa, we raising them up,
Mm.
you know. So
That's awesome.
it's inseparable.
Yeah. I that and that's the whole reason why, like,
Yeah,
because we were talking about it earlier about all the different vibrations, like
Mhm.
that. The For some reason, like when I listened to that and I watched him, you can see that, like
Mhm.
you see it, like watching it. So it's
no,
it's,
for
it's
sure, for sure.
really really, you know what I mean. And then when we were at the Black History event down at
Mhm.
the Grassroots store, and when those Afro beats came on and those kids started dancing, and I
Mhm.
I couldn't stop but like
Mhm.
just look,
You're
and
like,
then like you
yeah.
could see like that they were actually instilling the culture and the passion behind what they're doing. Not
Mhm.
just It's not just a dance. It's like, hey, this is a communication type thing.
For
So
sure. Those, they just dance and music and sound, drumming. It's the it goes all together. It's all in one pot,
yeah.
you know.
So what is we just like watching you. You're like a big old rhino on display. Just doing what you
Get your
do.
weird ass on. Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn. I can only take it for so long. Pause.
So, Mr. Moabi,
Didn't they say? Didn't they say it?
somebody's calling. Somebody's calling. They gotta double check.
I knew it.
They gotta double check.
Dang, I should have doubled down on that bet.
So, why did you decide to or is actually let me not go in complete order and mess myself up. Do you have any childhood memories connected to your profession, to being a musical artist?
Yeah, most definitely. First of all, my dad, we had this thing called a gram, like gramophone.
Mhm.
Uh, but it was that's the name that's used, but it was actually a radio with an LP player, but he had these speakers,
Mhm.
and those speakers, like in front it was paper. So as a
Mm.
young boy, because he used to play a lot of high level music like jazz, even jazz from back home, jazz from,
Mhm.
so I would go and pierce through his that covering
Mhm.
to just see like who are these people in there. I want to see
Mm.
who are those people playing this music, and
Right.
who's singing in there. And that's my first, and I damaged those speakers,
Yeah.
and yeah, but I grew up in an era in South Africa where we were right about to get our liberation from
Mm.
colonization. So around that time, there was a lot of singing, a lot of protests,
Mm.
and whenever we go out, older people would go out, and they call it ukzabalaza, which is like protesting, chanting, but they'll make up songs, and
Mhm.
say, hey, Fervood, we don't want you anymore. Give us our land back, saying, "Hey, our leaders, give us guns. We want to shoot and take our country back."
Mhm.
So I grew up around that era, but it was done more through music, and there was a lot of funerals like every
Mm.
week because people were dying, were getting killed. So church, and those lamentation, the lament of the South African people, it was expressed through song. Those are the memories that I have
Mhm.
growing up, and us just going to school. They would assemble us, and we will just sing a song together every
Mhm.
morning at school, and my even getting into like starting a song and leading the whole school in song as a
Mm.
kid.
Oh,
And then
nice.
of course Sunday school, and then church, and then that's when I found out even through history that, oh, actually one of my father's uncle,
Mhm.
it used to be a pianist who used to be in movies in the 1950s, and he would compose for big band,
Mm,
and those movies back in South Africa. So he started professional. He was doing music at a high level. So it's something
nice.
from home, but also it's influenced mainly by my environment. And around when I was a teenager, I was introduced to a recording studio and like, yo, you can do this for a living. You can do this
Mhm.
for the rest of your life.
So was it about that teenage part or that teenage era of your life? Is that when you finally made the decision, or were you just kind of like, let me play around now, and then when
Yeah,
you're a
no,
little
yeah.
older?
During that, when I went into that studio, heard what I heard, and then them calling me in saying that you've got what it takes to be
Oh,
in
okay.
this level. That's when I said, you know what? And just the feeling about it, like
Mhm.
it's fine. Like in South Africa, soccer and sports is the thing.
Mhm.
But music for me gave me a whole different. He's dying over there.
Get some water over there, kid. We can only ignore it for
like
so long,
like
right?
yeah, like no 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 no. 911.
It's flu season.
Anyway, so yeah, man. I just it just happened that I felt like, yo, I love this thing, and like I was told that I'm good at it, and then
Mhm.
like I would also be amazed, like, why are these people screaming? Why are these people?
Why are these people cheering for me?
Yeah,
Like
like
I.
why are they cheering for me? And like as soon as I did certain things, it's like the more they cheer, it's like, oh damn. So and then I've learned like um made friends, and we started harmonizing, we started playing instruments,
Mhm.
and yeah, that was it, you know. But
Mojave, I want to come sing some background for you. I'm just playing.
yeah, come through, man. Hey.
Actually, that was gonna be my next question. Have you always been as a solo artist, or have you just been into a lot of collaborations, or have you ever been part of a group or anything like that?
Oh no, I started off in the choir.
In the
In the
choir?
choir,
Okay.
yeah, singing tenor back there with the group of tenors that are
Hmm.
there at the back, and then they'll give me a song to lead, you know, and then afterwards I became like a solo artist, like after I've done the group thing,
Yeah.
after I've done the choir thing, then I just decided, you know what, I'm a solo, and I decided to do that not by choice actually, because when I moved to the United States, actually I was part of a band, and the band
Mm.
was the artist, called Emotion. We
Okay.
were the
Oh, okay. So
artist.
the whole
The
band
band
was the
was the
artist.
artist.
Okay.
But then when I moved to the United States, I was the only one able to move to the United States. So when I got
Mm.
here, I had all this music, and I'm just by myself, and like,
Mm.
yo, dude, it's time for you to go solo, you know?
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. So then, that's awesome. I'm glad I changed it up a little bit because that sets me up for this next one. So once you got here and you realized that you were kind of surprisingly and fortunately but unfortunately pushed to go solo, was there any type of attributes that you had to come to terms with yourself, like now that you're completely on your own? Well, not completely on your own, but you don't have the band to fall back on. Like you might have had somebody in the band group that was like the one that was always on time, like, all right guys, come on, we all gotta go, we gotta be at this
Mhm,
time.
mhm.
Or sometimes you have those people in the group who kind of just fall into those roles, but now it's just you got to take on all those roles.
Mhm.
You got to be the guy on the phone, you got to be the one that's punctual, you got to be the one that's driving you there, you got to make sure all the equipment's there. So is there any attributes once you got to that solo part that you're like, all right, I need to be truthful with myself, and this isn't my strongest spot. Maybe I should look for some help here, or maybe I should focus on it and build myself up in this part.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely, there's always a room for growth. But one thing that I appreciate that when I was in the choir, when I was in the production,
Mhm.
in the cast, when I was in the band, I used to be the one guy that didn't want to be the weakest link. You
Mm,
know, I didn't want them to complain about me being late. I didn't want them to complain about me not playing the right notes.
mhm,
I always liked to be the strongest, you know, and like I was like a leader wherever I was,
mhm,
you know. So me branching out alone as a solo, I feel like I built a very fortified. I was a rounded individual to pursue the solo career because wherever I was, be it when I was in a group, I always took accountability and leadership role.
mhm,
But of course, there's always room, where I'm technically amazing,
mhm,
artistically, and all of that, but uh promotion wise, I'm not the best
mhm,
promoter. I'm not the best uh person to agent.
mhm,
I'm not the best manager to manage myself.
mhm,
So but there's always room for growth. But I'm thankful for all the experience of being in theater, of being in the choir, of being in the group, in the quartet, in the band. Those things, they built me into a very much well-rounded musician.
That's awesome, awesome. So you were pretty well rounded by the time you got to that solo position.
Yes, I feel like I had enough years of experience to be tested on my own.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. There's a lot of people that and that wasn't necessarily even an unconscious thing, or not, it wasn't a conscious thing. Sorry, necessarily for you to jump around like that and build that experience. You just kind of you were like, okay, I'm here. This is who I am.
Hmm.
I want to be the best. Since I'm being the best, I just happen to be the leader. And then you go to the next situation, it just happens. Was that kind of planned? Did you want to jump around and do that? Or did it just kind of happen and then when you got here, it was just kind of like a realization?
Yeah, no, no, no. It for me, it just happened. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was very unconscious. When I was doing all those things, I was just being myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But then being myself helps me, as I'm separated, to say like, oh, okay, now all those characteristics and experience and knowledge and whatever, now
Mm-hmm.
you can apply it as an individual.
So, Mojave, question for you. Um, when you got here, I know you said you were well rounded. Um, where is in one of those attributes you felt you've grown more after you got here?
Wow. Yeah, I feel like, as strange as it sounds, but when I first got here and I started doing my music thing, I feel like I became more African.
Mm.
Okay. I mean, okay.
No,
That's
And then,
real.
and I know, like, it sounds weird, like, dude, you born, raised, bred in Africa, and you're saying that you coming to America made you more African. Oh, maybe it's because I became aware of how different I am,
mm,
from everything that was going on around me.
mm-hmm,
And like, I became even more passionate about, putting out the hardcore African, ethnic sound. And
mm-hmm,
I became super deep. If you listen to especially that record,
mm-hmm,
now I'm very mild. I'm very mellow.
mm-hmm,
Like, I do a little bit
mm-hmm,
of Afrobeat here, R&B here. But that record, based on African True Stories, it's my first record I ever recorded and released in America as a
mm-hmm,
solo artist. And I brought everything that I knew
mm.
as far as
Oh, so you
rhythm.
didn't you didn't lead no nut. You said,
Yeah,
"Bam, you getting all of it."
yeah. Like, I brought, there's no. I don't think you can only hear English maybe 10% of the time in that record, but I'm singing in South African native languages. It's
Mm,
live band. I'm using instrumentation from back home. the chants, the prayers, the spirituality. So I feel like, yeah, it me for the first time I came to America, I became super conscious and super African.
I mean,
Well, that's real though, because that I mean that that's what we are looking for. Just being honest, like because I know we always want to know like where you felt like you grew because you said you feel pretty well rounded when you got here, but to know it was just like I understood your own culture and what your roots were,
Yeah,
and it
I'm sorry to interrupt, but like the thing is, when you're back home, you're surrounded by so much of it. You're not aware, you don't appreciate it as much. But as soon as you're taken outside and you see people who are looking for what you are, it's like, yo, God, thank you, and you just
yeah
unapologetically just become yourself.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, no, you're good. You're good. Well, that's what the reason for the wealth for generations is to know that like when you're submersed in your history or let's just say family, right? Your surroundings, but then when you're taken away from it, you then start to realize the knowledge and the things that that other people are searching for. And
Yes.
that's why
Yes.
we leave these seeds. So someone else could be like, man, I came here from Africa and I didn't know anything about it. And then they may see this video and be like, that's how I was feeling. I was feeling like I'm more than what I'm not just an African getting here, but I am an African here.
Hmm.
And there's other Africans looking for the same thing to connect because then you do your due diligence, you put your music out, and now you have a whole entire organization.
No, for sure, for sure.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's dope.
So we're getting kind of close on time, but I got one quick question to wrap up this segment, and then we're gonna do our last segment, and that's gonna be the We Building Boys segment.
Building boys.
So my final question before we get into that segment is, what advice would you give to any young artist who aspires to achieve success on an international or global scale?
Yeah, for sure. I would tell them that I repeat this over and over. Be yourself. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in your sound. Be genuinely and legit self as best as you can be. Refine your craft, get your sound, you know, and then everything else will just come to you. But it starts first with self-awareness, self-consciousness, and just building yourself up to where a like you are genuine and real, and authentic, and then everything else will follow.
So basically, stop jumping on the trendy stuff. Build a good foundation.
Yes, and yeah, and you won't be lost even if you jump on any, like, take for instance, I didn't do any Afro beats, leaving South Africa. I only got introduced to Afro beats literally here in America. We In South Africa we have Kwaito, we have house, we have Afro pop, and now Amapiano, which is uh a global phenomenon right now. So that's South African, and that's why, like, it's easy for me. I'm a piano. It's not like I don't even feel like I'm jumping on a bandwagon. It's something from my home. I know what it is.
Yeah.
Awesome,
So
awesome.
yeah.
That's an awesome answer. So all you young people out there, listen up. But that's going to wrap it up for the Wealthy Wisdom segment of the day. And we're getting into our last segment, one of my favorites.
Jimmy's favorite.
We're going into
We building boys.
So for all you that are not familiar with it, We Building Boys is a segment that is dedicated to a special guest that gives them the platform to promote whatever they got going on, contact information, upcoming events, specials, anything like that. So right now, Mr. Moabi Kotu, I give you the floor.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so currently my website is about to be live. It's going to be called gotoglobal.com, where you will see all my merchandise in the form of t-shirts, theme songs, my records. I have 4 ever since that album.
Mhm.
I came out with 4 more albums after that
Oh, so
one.
you have 5 total.
Yeah, so in total I
Total.
got like 5 records right
Nice,
now.
nice.
So
Congratulations.
all of that is gonna be on my yeah. So all of that is gonna be on my website. And yeah, normally carry around flash drives with all my records and my music videos. Upcoming things. I'm performing tonight at a show called our Black Fathers. So it's an organization here in Phoenix, encouraging Black men to be present
Mm,
in their children's lives, especially boys. You
mhm.
know, and tomorrow I have a lecture with some dope professors, you know, influential people in the community. I'll be doing that. And next week Saturday, we're playing Mexico. We're going to
Mm.
Mexico.
Actually, yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna bring that up. I
Yes,
saw
yes,
that
yes.
this morning. I was gonna bring that up if you didn't, because that's pretty
Yes, we're
cool.
going to
You're gonna
Rocky
be in Rocky
Point.
Point.
We're going to Rocky Point. We're playing a place called El Octopus. We're bringing the sound of Amapiano to Rocky Point, and then on the 1st of June,
Mm.
downtown Phoenix, the Answorth, we're bringing Amapiano to the city of Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So it's myself. It'll be myself on the ones and twos. It will be DJ Player T from Chicago, DJ Trek Mass from New York, and DJ UFO Fatih from Michigan, Flint, Michigan. And we are just a squad of dope guys. We're playing Amapiano, undiluted, original, no apologies, and we're gonna just give straight from Soweto to the international stages. You know what I mean?
Awesome, awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations. Just jumping all kind of countries and stuff. Coming
Yeah,
from South
man.
Africa, doing events in Mexico, doing events in
International,
Arizona, and international, soon to be global.
Yes, sir.
Gonna have a performance in every spot at one point.
All right.
At some point, man.
At some point. But unfortunately, we are running out of time. So let's get into some goodbyes. Let's give a round of applause for the engineer of all engineers.
To say goodbye to Jimmy.
Because he's so tall.
Come on, Moabi, you the one with the vocals in here.
I know you letting us.
Ooh.
There we go. Let's give a
He
round
sound
of
like Little
applause.
Richard.
Give a round of applause for my co-host, Mr. Frank Patel.
Yes. Bless as always. Bless. Hey, that almost sounded like it.
And let's give a big, giant round of applause for my special guest of the day, Mr. Moabi Kuku.
Go Moabi.
Go Moabi. Go Moabi.
Yes,
Go Moabi. Go Moabi.
And then last but not least, we got one for
For you.
guys. That's all those followers, supporters, all you peoples out there that love us. We love you back. But without any further ado, I got to throw it up.
Wait, somebody left a comment.
Hey.
Somebody left a comment? Hold on, wait.
What?
Damon says, "What's up, Moabi?"
Yeah, what's up, D?
Okay, we leaving now.
Okay.
Peace. Yeah.